Venezuela is condemning President Trump's call to consider the South American country's airspace closed. The Venezuelan Foreign Ministry calling the president's threat a hostile, arbitrary act that does not adhere to basic international law. This comes amid a massive show of U.S. military force in the Caribbean. Let's bring in senior White House correspondent Selena Wang for more on this developing story. Selena, forceful response from the Venezuelan government here. What do we know about the Trump administration's increased pressure in the region?
Yeah, I mean, look, when it comes to this latest warning from the president about considering the airspace around Venezuela closed, it's unclear what kind of signal the president is trying to send. But just days ago, Trump said that land operations targeting alleged drug traffickers inside Venezuela could start, quote, very soon. All of this is part of the president's increasing pressure on the Venezuelan government over what Trump says is combating drug traffickers. Since September, the U.S. has launched at least 20 strikes in the Caribbean Sea, killing at least 80 people. But the administration has provided no public evidence that these boats posed an imminent threat or that the people who were killed were actually smuggling drugs. That has prompted serious alarm across Capitol Hill, bipartisan concern. And today, in fact, top Republicans and Democrats are raising alarms that the U.S. military may have committed a war crime. This is after reports that Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth ordered a second strike to kill all passengers on a boat suspected of carrying drugs after the first strike had left 2 survivors clinging onto the boat. Now lawmakers are raising questions about whether or not this violated international law. All of this comes, again, as the president is increasing this military buildup, military pressure, all aimed at Venezuela's leader, Nicolas Maduro, who Trump and his administration allege is responsible for drug trafficking into the U.S. Maduro denies any ties to the drug trade. But at the same time, President Trump has announced that he's pardoning a former president of Honduras who is convicted in a U.S. federal court of trafficking massive amounts of cocaine into the United States. So some lawmakers are raising questions about this move and how it makes any sense when the president says he's trying to combat drug trafficking.
All right, Selena Wang, thank you for that.